tayo nang kilalanin ang official newly complete lineup ng Terrafirma Dyip para sa 2026 Pba 50Th Governor's Cup. Point guards: Paul Garcia, 5'11", 165 pounds, 27 years old, 1.4 points, 1 rebound, 0.1 assist, 0.1 steal, 83 field goal percentage, 6.3 minutes per game in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Maverickahan Misi, veteran star, 6'2", 190 pounds, 35 years old, 8.7 points, 4.3 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 0.6 steals, 28% 3-point shooter, 80% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Mark Nonoy, inactive player, reserve list, 5'9", 155 pounds, 26 years old, 11.7 points, 2.9 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 1.6 steals, 29% 3-point shooter, 65% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Philippine Cup averages. Wami Chongson, comeback player via trade from SMB, 5'10", 175 pounds, 35 years old, 2.7 points, 1.1 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 26% 3-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Shooting guards: Brent Paraiso, 6'1", 190 pounds, 28 years old, 6.8 points, 2.6 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 0.4 steals, 27% 3-point shooter, 57% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Didat Hanapi, 6'2", 188 pounds, 25 years old, 3 points, 0.8 rebounds, 0.2 assists, 0.1 steal, 50% 3-point shooter, 55% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Christopher Miller, new rookie via trade from SMB, 6'4", 180 pounds, 33 years old, 4.3 points, 1 rebound, 0.7 steals, 40% 3-point shooter, 88% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Small forwards: Joseph Erobu, 6'4", 198 pounds, 34 years old, 3 points, 3.5 rebounds, 0.6 assists, 0.6 steals, 23% 3-point shooter, 84% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. CJ Katapusan, 6'3", 192 pounds, 29 years old, 1.8 points, 0.4 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 0.3 steals, 20% 3-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Aljon Mariano, 6'3", 175 pounds, 34 years old, 8.4 points, 4.9 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 0.4 steals, 29% 3-point shooter, 68% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Philippine Cup averages. Power forwards: JM Bravo, rookie, 6'4", 210 pounds, 26 years old, 7.5 points, 4.1 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.2 blocks, 29% 3-point shooter, 56% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Sean Umali, rookie, 6'4", 242 pounds, 25 years old, 4.3 points, 2 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 0.3 steals, 35% 3-point shooter, 68% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Luis Sangalang, inactive player, reserve list, 6'4", 198 pounds, 28 years old, 12 points, 3.9 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.4 blocks, 29% 3-point shooter, 75% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Philippine Cup averages. Brandon Edwards, possible Governor's Cup import, 6'6", 225 pounds, 34 years old, 15.6 points, 6.6 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.5 blocks, 40% 3-point shooter, 76% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 Israel National League season averages. Panoorin natin ang mga best game highlights niya para sa Terrafirma Dyip dati, kung gaano nga ba siya kagaling na import. Centers, Chu, rookie, 6'10", 231 pounds. 25 years old, 7.3 points. 10.1 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 0.3 steals, 1.3 blocks, 48 field goal percentage, 52% free throw shooter in his Pba 50Th Commissioner's Cup averages. Kit Saldivar, 6'6", 220 pounds, 30 years old, 2.7 points, 1.3 rebounds, 0.4 assists, 0.2 blocks, 29% three-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Ben Adamo, 6'7", 200 pounds, 31 years old, 0.9 points, 1.3 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 0.4 steals, 75 field goal percentage, 100% free throw shooter in his Pba 50th Commissioner's Cup averages. Ito ang official Yulo complete lineup ng Terrafirma Dyip para sa 2026 Pba 50th Governor's Cup. Sa tingin mga kababos, natalo ba ang Terrafirma Dyip sa pag-trade nila kay JerAve? I-comment nyo na po yan sa baba.